Hey, friends and family, look at this. Paula Creed Farms and Garden. Vanessa's the garden. I'm the farm. Well, me and Danny. Me and Danny's the farm. This is our fall harvest. This is a sampling. Of course, you know, I'd have to clear out the entire kitchen if I had to bring it all in, if I had to haul everything in. But started raining today. It's pouring down rain, and this is Tahuya. It may not stop till June. So decided I need to go and check a couple things. Primarily, I know my pumpkins actually matured, and I've already had pumpkin this year, and it's good. But I got one here to prove it. We're still harvesting this on our fall harvest. We're still growing tomatoes. We are now the tomato king. I'm doing quite well on those with Danny's help. You know, we have farm fresh chicken eggs throughout the year, and as you already know, I am the quail king. I mean, I could show you hundreds of these, but I can't tell you. I'm still building my quail empire. I mean, that's really how I started out. But to tell you any more and the future plans of that, I'd have to have a non-disclosure confidential agreement backed up by hefty penalties should you disclose my farm secrets. So anyway, that's going. Just wait for the future for that stuff to come out. We're growing. You know, our philosophy, what we do is the closer you eat to the vine, that's meaning the closer. It's okay. The closer you eat your vegetables from picking it. I mean, even up to picking it right off the vine and eating it, it is the maximum nutritional value. Anything you do after you've taken it off that vine, to me at least, reduces its nutritional value. Okay, so that's just my, that's why steaming is much more than, baking, because you change your chemistry makeup. Anyway, point being is, I do grow peppers and stuff, but my wife and my in-laws, they like their stuff spicy, and it's hard to keep a pepper on the vine. But I do grow pepper, and we're still picking them off the vine. They just don't last long because pepper goes in everything. We're actually still harvesting beans. I mean, there's more out there, but we've been doing this all year long. So just to show you that I can do it. Also, well, I already showed you our tomatoes. We got two types of tomatoes. We got the little cherry tomatoes, and then we got just like everybody else, But they don't last because I eat them right off the tree, off the bush. This is our crab apple. We actually got that in the greenhouse now. We transplanted it in the greenhouse. But it's almost sweet. It's not like a regular crab apple where you're real sour, and it's actually not bad. And it pounded this year. I mean, we had it. This one particularly, we proved last year we can grow a peach. I mean, we had a good peach harvest last year, and frankly, they were the best peaches I've ever ate. So we'll call our peaches is Apollo's best. These are great apples, Apollo's best, because I love these apples, and we've done well on them. We got one tree, finally, it just exploded, and this is actually our first apple harvest. So there you go. Other things we're doing, I've already proved myself to be the zucchini king. That's kind of been over for a little bit, but I'm still pulling them off the plant. So, these are obviously not as big as the other ones, but we do it well. We've done okay with cucumbers, but it's late in the fall, and I've still got them up there. And because I don't like picking things unless I'm going to eat it, I leave it on the plant. I leave it on the bush. And we've had much better cucumbers, but I wasn't in the video taking mood at that point. So cucumbers, yes. Our plum tree, yeah, we're doing plums too. And we haven't done a really great harvest yet. I mean, but we're still trying. Not great. I take that back. We're going to do fine on the grapes. Cherry. We've grown cherries, but we've yet to really had a good year. And it's mostly the weather. I mean, we have an assortment of fruit trees we've planted. The point being is that, depending on an early frost, late frost, whether you have an early bloomer, late bloomer, some things will do well, some things won't. Hopefully that every year we have something that does well, okay? And, but So we're doing that. The grapes we've chopped down. We're working on this third year of grapes. So it takes 3 or 4 years to do a mature grape, and we've been really concentrating on growing a hefty root system and stock. And we think we're going to do that. I'm expecting either this year, the next year, or the following year, that entire south fence line is going to be saturated with not only grape but kiwi. We have had grape and kiwi on the vine already, but again, we're not trying to grow kiwi or grape yet. We're trying to grow a plant, and once we get that, then we'll concentrate on what it takes to mature one of those. So, but I've had a grape tree. I took my burn barrel, and I actually put my burn barrel in the beginning of the greenhouse earlier in the year, and I've been growing grapes in that burn barrel, and so, that you just have to take my word for it, but the grape plants in the burn barrel in the greenhouse is doing quite well. It's saturated with grapes right now, but they're still young. I mean, if you've been growing grapes over where you live, right, they're already harvested, and they should be harvested here, okay? However, so don't worry that the fact that this is small, obviously still green. These are not ripe yet, but they will. Why? Because they're in my greenhouse. I'm going to have the right lighting, and my whole goal, my first goal is to be able to have fresh fruit, fresh vegetables year round. Whether they come out of the greenhouse or whatever, because there's certain things you can do, and I can provide the lighting in the greenhouse and everything I need to have grapes, over Christmas. It's just going to take me a little bit more research and a little bit more work. I've already proven I can grow a really good fig. I mean, this is my third year of fig. Normally my fig would normally be about the size of an egg. Okay, last year they were saturated this way, and they're really not ripe till they're purple. And we had such a nice, I got to look at the weather. The way this year's weather, we pounded in rain, and then it got sunny. My figs started to bloom, and in fact, I grew 3 or 4 really big ones, like last year, like when I pounded them. But then they ripened and they were gone, and then a whole new sprout came up. And so I'm looking at a whole bunch of fig up there right now that still probably got a month to go. Now, I don't know if I don't know whether it was just because of the weather or what. I got to research it, but I'm going to do what I can to get them through. But the other big plan we got is that my father-in-law, he drinks lemongrass tea. Our greenhouse does not have a floor. I mean, we have dirt and gravel and we have a little wood stove in there, a little slab for that, and so we got lemongrass growing in there right now that he makes tea out of. It's good for your cholesterol. All right. I'm talking to Vanessa. We're going to research the fig, because figs are known to have lots and lots and lots of nutritional value. So our plan is we're going to see if we can make our own tea. I mean, maybe a tea that we can trademark. Using what we can grow well here that we know. If you're just using the leaves, I know I grow good fig. I have no problem doing it, at least the leaves. But we're also researching the value in the seeds, because I do know that depending, the whole part of the plant's edible, but it's just what's your nutritional value of the part you're eating. So, I need to research that. It just goes, you may not know it, but one of the most nutritional plants that you can actually eat out here in Washington, Northwest Washington, Tuhuia. You can go right down the Tuhuia River right now, or the Dewater River, and grab it. And it's proven, high nutritional value, high. That would be stinging nettles. Yeah, don't believe me? Well, wait till you try one of my stinging nettle teas that I'm going to be coming up with. But we're working on that later. So that's that. But here is what I'm really proud of. I've got a number of watermelons still out there and cantaloupe. Now, I'm going to forewarn you, these may be green. I don't know. I mean, it started raining today, I mean, this is it. It's supposed to rain for a week, but that could turn into 3 months. So I wanted to at least know where in their maturity cycle, are they mature yet? I mean, one thing you look for, you know, do they give a little bit? Now, I can tell you right now, this cantaloupe does. And some of my other watermelon, maybe more than this one, but this watermelon does. And is it yellow on the bottom? It is. I mean, it's a sign that it's mature, okay? I don't know. You're the first. You're going to join me on the first because I've never opened, and it's same thing with the watermelon. So, I'm getting ready here to slice one open, and if it's not mature, and it's not ready for harvest, you know, I'm looking at the weather. I'm going to have to look and see what else can I do to help it. I mean, get them a big, healthier start, and don't take them maybe take them from the greenhouse to where I'm actually growing them a little bit later. That's one thing. And I'm going to look and see if I can actually finish them in the greenhouse. I mean, there's no reason I can't go dig up that plant, put that in my greenhouse right now, put the right lighting on it, give it the right nutritional value. But, you know, taking the roots out could shock it. I don't know. But I told Vanessa this is a learning year, as will be next year. As it will always be a learning year. But here we go. Danny, you ready to try the cantaloupe? Okay. Danny's going to test, and he's going to tell me if it's any good. Okay, so we'll slice it right here. Right? Yeah. Well, I tell you what, from my practical experience, I can look at it and I can tell you right now, I am the cantaloupe king. Do not ever let anybody tell you you cannot do something without you trying it first. I mean, no, God, I can't tell you how many times I've been told I can't do something and I went and proved you wrong. I can tell you right now, I'm going to slice, me and Danny's going to, God, I'm a happy guy. Yeah. God, Danny, okay, Danny, let's see. Now, this doesn't, now I'm telling you it's a different type of cantaloupe, okay? This is a Tahuya cantaloupe, okay? This is not a Eastern Washington cantaloupe. This is not a Mexico cantaloupe. This is from Tahuya. This is from Apollo Creed Farms and Garden. Yeah. Vanessa's the garden, and you're looking at the farm. And there's Danny. Come here, Danny. My father-in-law. Wave, Danny. Wave. Yeah. Here's the other half of the farm. So here we go, Danny. You're going to do the first. Vanessa, come here. I argued with the wife this morning. She did not want me to do this. What? You did not. You know it. Come here.
I told you it's ready.
Okay. You told me. Oh, that woman she's fibbing. Come here, Vanessa. Come here. Hey, Uncle Tito. Vanessa says, eat this. Oh my God. I am also now crowned the cantaloupe king.
Not open?
No, it's not open.
No.
Almost. Yeah, it was right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Talking to the groundsman here. It's time to go harvest. I almost let this ride too long. Yeah. See, Vanessa, I was asking you.
You're not even videoing.
No, I'm not videoing.
I'm joking.
Oh my God, Vanessa! Oh my God, that's our face. God, I did this so you didn't have to. Jesus Christ! I'm not videoing. God, I didn't want to show you this old mug. You know what? I'm going to say it. Yeah. They never said getting old was for pussies. Okay, sorry, you know, but I'm still doing it. And by the way, I was up on the knee board earlier in the year. I'm knee board. Matt and David Jr. can attest to that. That's at 60 years old. So my next qual is at 70. So I mean, you guys have been water skiing or kneeboarding at 60. You come and talk to me. Otherwise, keep the old jokes to yourself. Yeah. Any grandpa jokes? Well, you know what? I can take I got grandpa. Liz was pregnant. Going to have a grandchild in January. Okay, so here's oh my God. Vanessa! Get ready, you know CPR, because if this thing, if I become the watermelon king too, I'm going to have a heart attack. Okay. Oh, I can tell. Not quite. But, I can tell you what, it's getting close. It's getting close. I'm not right. I can still do it. The only thing I can say about right now is that chickens are going to eat well, because I'm telling you right now, they love watermelon. I was almost there. And it may be that Well, no, I don't give up. I don't, you know, I'll tell you when I give up. I haven't failed until I have done everything I can do. But you know what? I'm not afraid to taste. You want to try one, Danny?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
My father-in-law wants to try one. I'll look for his first reaction. Kinda.
Yeah.
It needs a little bit more work.
Not
Yeah,
taking-
it needs a little bit more work. But you know what? That's okay. You know, I told Vanessa I was gonna go. I need to taste it. I might eat it anyway. You know, ain't nothing wrong with eating green. Now wait a minute. Well, I tell you this: chickens ain't getting the whole watermelon. I'm going to eat part of it. Well, that's it from Apollo Creek Farms and Garden. Dave's the farm. Vanessa's the garden. Yeah, I'd show you all the flower we're harvesting, but we don't eat them, so no video on the flowers. Thank you, guys. Bye.